starting the segment. Hey YouTube, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. And yeah, if you didn't know, Joss Whedon's response to Justice League allegations calls cast rude. And he does it in this New York Vulture magazine, which we're not going to go over right now because it is very, very long, so I have to read that by myself. But we're going to read this article right here, the too long did not read article. And I actually kind of know a decent amount of what happened in this because I'm a big Snyder Cut fan, as you can see, as my whole like fucking theme for Streamlabs and streaming on Twitch is like the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. So I felt like I needed to, respond to this and just talk about it. And yeah, the Zack Snyder Justice League came out. It's almost gonna be a year, and that's crazy. It's almost gonna be a year from now, and I love that movie. And a lot of behind the scenes actions took place that was not great, not too great that happened, and it really fucked over Zack Snyder and his whole vision. And it showed like Joss Whedon actually like really like handled the treatment of the cast really poorly. I don't know if it was Gal Gadot who said it specifically or someone else saying that Gal Gadot said it, but she said that Joss Whedon actually locked both of them in one room and actually threatened her career if Gal Gadot refused to do the scene where Flash falls on top of her, because she did not like that scene at all and she didn't want to do it, and he again threatened her career over that. And he also was very antagonistic and showed racist attitudes towards Ray Fisher. And yeah, we'll read this article and see all his response on this, because this is the too long did not read version of the article. Filmmaker Joss Whedon has broken silence over allegations of misconduct while working on Justice League, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and more. In an interview with New York Magazine, Whedon opened up about his experience talking over the directorial duties for Justice League following Zack Snyder's departure due to a sudden death in his family. They asked me to fix it, and I thought I could help, Whedon said, before claiming that the decision was to take over the project was one of the biggest regrets of his life. Which is it was already fixed, and it was already a great movie, as you can see in the Zack Snyder Justice League version. And he really fucked up the movie. He did not fix it at all. He fucked that movie up, goddamn. When he was first brought on, Whedon said his role would strictly be limited to writing and advising. But soon it became clear to Whedon that they had lost faith in Snyder's vision and wanted him to take full control. Big mistake, because you can see now that WB has no idea what the fuck they're doing with DC, and it looks like I'm not probably gonna not watch The Flash if the rumors of that movie are true. A WB representative denied this claim, and Snyder has publicly revealed that he chose to leave Justice League to spend time with his family after his daughter has died by suicide. After becoming the new director of Justice League, Whedon was in charge of nearly 40 days of reshoots, and he admitted that from the start things were tense between him and the stars. Whedon's directorial style was much different than Snyder's, as he expected actors to read lines exactly as they were written, while Snyder encouraged a bit more creative freedom. An unnamed crew member shared in New York that this change didn't go well at all, especially after Whedon announced that he had never worked with a ruder group of people, which is very ironic, because all the shit that a lot of allegations are saying about him, that he's actually a really bad person. And I don't know this for sure, but I heard from someone else, another YouTube video talking about this, that people on the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer has actually like said that Joss Whedon was actually a bad person there too. So I guess he has a history of doing this. This went beyond simply directorial styles. However, as the other actors continued to criticize his writing, as an example, when Whedon claims Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot suggested that he didn't understand how superhero movies work. God damn, that's tough. That's a Chad move from fucking Gal Gadot. Though he kind of does, because he did make the first Avengers movie, and the first Avengers movie is really good. So he kind of does understand superhero movies. And I actually am one of the few people that actually really enjoy Age of Ultron. I don't think Age of Ultron is actually that bad. I really enjoy that movie. Not as much as the first one, but I think it's actually a decent sequel to the first movie. Gadot has also publicly stated that during the Justice League reshoots, Whedon threatened her career if she didn't read the lines as he wrote them for Wonder Woman or failed to follow his direction, which is the scene of Flash like falling on top of her. She said Whedon went so far to say that he would harm her career if she continued to push back on his rewrites. I don't threaten people, Whedon said when he asked about the allegation. Who does that? I mean, I don't believe you, Whedon. I believe other people more than you do. So I believe you do that. And a lot of people actually do that, you know. Like what's his name? Harvey Weinstein. He did that a lot. He continued on to say that Gadot just misunderstood him. English is not her first language. Okay, dog. You're correct on that. You're correct. Gal Gadot's first language is not English, but she knows the language a lot. You know, she been in multiple movies where she has to speak nothing but English, and in other movies where all her co-stars have to talk to her in nothing but English. So I believe that even though English is not her first language, she knows the language pretty well. I tend to be annoyingly flowery in my speech, Whedon said. He gave a specific example of the time when he was arguing with Gadot over a scene she wanted to cut. Whedon said he jokingly told her that if she wanted to get rid of it, she would have to tie him down to a railroad track and do it over his dead body. Then I was told that I had something about her dead body and trying her to a railroad track. Whedon added. Gadot told New York in an email that this was not true and that she understood perfectly what was going on, which I do believe because, again, she knows English pretty well. Cyber actor Ray Fisher has also been vocal about his negative experience working on Justice League with Whedon. While Cyborg was a central focus on Snyder's vision of the film, Whedon downsized his role, which he did. As you can clearly see in the movie, he had a huge part in the film. On even at the ending, you know, he was like a big reason why they separated the mother boxes, which in the theatrical cut he still does do, but it doesn't like expand at it at all. His role and would end up cutting scenes that Fisher said challenge stereotypes. It feels like I'm taking notes right now, Whedon told Fisher when the actor shared his concerns over the rewrites, according to Hollywood Reporter, and I don't like taking notes from anybody, not even Robert Downey Jr. Fisher has also accused Whedon of using his power and revealed that he told that the director has even digitally changed the skin tone of the actor of color because he didn't like the specific color of their skin. This is actually, I didn't hear about this specifically, and I think I don't want to say he's completely false, but this might be reaching because Whedon did change the color palette, but he changed the color palette for the entire movie, and I didn't see Ray Fisher's skin tone. Again, I haven't seen the original Justice League movie in years, and I need to see both movies side by side and actually see like the skin tone specifically. But he did brighten the entire movie overall, not just like specifically somebody's skin tone. So this might be a little bit of reach. Whedon was stunned when the allegations were brought up and said that he had given the whole movie a lighter look, which is true, brightening everything in post-production, including all the faces, which is true. I think this is I can see this being the case instead of digitally altering the skin tone of Ray Fisher, which he probably did, but it's the reason was because of he had to digitally alter the entire movie. He also said he cut down Cyborg's role of the Vision because his storyline logically made no sense, which this statement logically makes no sense because it does make it made incredible sense, and I really liked his storyline in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it was a huge part of the story and how he had a conflict in the beginning and a whole character story arc and toward the end of the movie as well. And his story was one of the best parts of the movie as well. So this part was just not being really dumb. And that he said that felt Fisher's acting was not great, which is not true at all. Ray Fisher's acting was phenomenal. Not phenomenal, was really great. You know, he was pretty good in that movie. He said he spent hours discussing these events with Fisher in conversations that were friendly and respectful. Whedon believes that none of the claims Fisher has made are either true or merited discussing. We're talking about malevolent force, he said on the topic of Fisher motives. We're talking about a bad actor in both sentences, which is not true. I do believe mostly in Ray Fisher and not Joss Whedon. Following Fisher's allegations, Buffy the Vampire Slayer star Charisma Carpenter also spoke out against Whedon. There, see? Apparently he has a history on this and said that he created hostile and toxic work environments since his early career. She also said that he callously called her fat to colleagues when she was 4 months pregnant. God damn, Whedon, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? While Whedon agreed he was not mannerly, he remembered his time working with Carpenter much differently. Most of my experience with Charisma were delightful and charming. Whedon said she struggled sometimes with her lines, but no one could hit a punchline harder than her. He also said he did not call her fat, which he lied about other shit up here. About how, well, he not lied, but, well, no, he did lie because, over here, English not their first language, you know, and then about the whole railroad track shit. This interview goes on for much more detail on Whedon's career, including his time working on Firefly, his younger days, and he was not civilized, his denial of allegations of physical abuse, relationships with actors while married, and much more. So that's the end of this article right here. Again, if you want to read the rest of the article is right here, but is massive, and I just really want to talk about this specific section right here. I didn't know like where specifically this section was a part in that article and the other one, because it literally covers his entire fucking career. So this does not make Whedon look good at all. Calling them rude is not good at all, because the only reason why they came forward was when Zack Snyder's Justice League was actually called out and said that it was actually was gonna be released. And before then, if you see like other videos and stuff when they're doing publicity for the first Justice League movie, Ray Fisher and everybody just said good things about Whedon because, you know, they had to, it was in their contract. So again, I do not believe this man one bit, and it also shows that it also gives merit to Ray Fisher's claims and Gal Gadot's claims when Charisma Carpenter spoke out against him, and she has no reason to speak out against him other than him actually being rude to her on set. So hopefully we'll actually get to see like the actual like factual shit on this. But for me personally, I do believe Gadot, Ray Fisher, and I haven't seen Buffy's, and Charisma, that's her name, a lot more than Joss Whedon has to say here, and it just shows that in this article that he is probably just a bad guy. And if it is true what they say, which again I am leaning towards, and it does get proven, hopefully he doesn't work in this industry ever again. So yeah, that's my whole thoughts on this. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below, really help me out. And yeah, Zack Snyder, Justice League, Ray Fisher, Gal Gadot, Charisma, forever.